What's up, guys, and welcome back to another video. Today's video we focus on England rugby players, the Vunipola brothers, who are looking at joining the Super Rugby campaign next year. Obviously they currently play for Saracens and are England rugby internationals, but due to the whole drama with Saracens rugby and the player salary cuts, etc., they are obviously looking at continuing their career, but looking at maybe heading down south to Super Rugby, where quite a few teams have shown interest in the brothers, who we all know are solid brute strength forces, who would definitely give any team a good boost, be it Mako or Billy. I mean, they are just pure brute strength and will do so well in the Southern Hemisphere. Tongan-born brothers, who obviously are England internationals, that represented England on quite a number of occasions, and obviously Saracens in the Premiership, but obviously due to all the drama with Saracens now, coronavirus, that's all been put on hold, and probably might have played their last few games for Saracens. Saracens have won 4 of the past 5 Premiership titles, had already been docked 35 points and fined 10 million for failing to disclose player payments for the past 3 seasons. Mako and Billy, Mako 29, Billy 27, are in the final year of their current contracts with the club, and neither has committed themselves to Saracens for next season. And obviously Saracens are getting demoted to the previous championship, so they're going to not be in the big limelight. You're going to see sponsors maybe fall away, so they're going to want to stick to Premiership, but proper Premiership with a solid team, or move up to France where the big leagues and the investors are, Japan even maybe, where a lot of the rugby players are going. But the whole talk is that they are looking to go down to Super Rugby. But if they choose to move, there are a few things that could come into problems for England places, because obviously England have the rules, so they might not be available. Also, it could threaten their chances of playing in the 2021 Lions tour to South Africa because of all this. So that's going to be up to Warren Gatland and his selectors, but it is possible that they could still play. But Super Rugby, playing Super Rugby would mean they can't play in the Six Nations, which is going to mean their careers probably for England will come to an end for that specific time period. So a lot is on the line for these two brothers to think about, because obviously Eddie Jones will definitely want these two boykies in the squad because of the force that they act, from a defense point of view, from an attacking point of view, from scrummage for Mako to Billy, who's just brute strength running through the gaps in his position. It's just remarkable what these two brothers can do, and are solid forces. For me personally, do I think they'll come to the Super Rugby? It will be great for them, but next is a big year for rugby once again. You've got the Lions tour, which is very important to these countrymen who play in Europe. They will definitely be wanting a spot in that position. Obviously, we've got new and upcoming talent within all the nations in Europe who will also be fighting just as hard. So if they don't step up, they obviously might not have a chance. Maybe they feel they've reached a certain age, but at the age of 29 and 27, they're definitely not that old and definitely have an opportunity to have a go at this. Maybe even another World Cup, having said that. So if they can continue keeping up with the force and the commitment and what's needed, they could definitely still play for England and definitely still play for the Lions. So I personally don't feel this is going to actually play through. I think they might go to another Premiership team, or even head over to like France, or to play in the Pro, or even play in the Pro 14. So they still keep their opportunities open to play for England, which is obviously big for them. I'm not sure what the ruling is in Premiership, and please enlighten me for those who do know. If you play in France, does the same rule apply? You're not eligible to play for England. Do you have to play in the Premiership specifically, or can you play in Pro 14 as well as the top 14? So it will be very interesting. I think if they go to Japan, the same rule applies. They won't be up to play for the Six Nations, and obviously kids a risk to that Lions tour. So a lot to think about for these brothers, but now with the whole coronavirus happening, they've got a lot to think about and can decide their careers going forward. But two quality players, I would love to see them in the Super Rugby tournament. I think it would be great for them to bring it down there. There's a lot of talk of like Matteo Bastarard from France. He was looking at coming down, but didn't. He instead went to the States, but he had retired from international rugby at that time. So we'll have to wait and see what happens. But for now, I think they might stay put. Maybe not at Saracens, but definitely move around so they can still be eligible to play international rugby as well as make that Lions squad, because I still believe they have a lot to offer. But until then, we'll have to wait and see what the final outcome will be. That's going to do it for today's videos. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, smash the thumbs up button. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Do you think the brothers Billy and Mako will drop down to Southern Hemisphere, or will they stick to their grounds, or will they maybe even stick to Saracens? I highly doubt that part, but we'll have to wait and see. Thanks so much for watching, guys. Stay safe and never give up. Cheers.